Hello, my Scorpios, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm Debbie, and I'll be reading for September 8th through the 14th. Now, I've done the overview video. Take a peek. We have a new moon coming up on the 14th, but it's always, remember, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I want you to breathe, my Scorpios. I want you to have some rest in this time. There's a lot happening, and part of being a water sign does connect with the moon transitions, okay, the phases of the moon. And I just feel like this is one that's going to bring out a lot of deep emotions to my water signs. But I don't know that. You're my first of the readings that I'm doing, so we'll see how this all works. So I'm going to just say rest, try to stay grounded, try to keep water around you also. So if that means maybe going to the lake, going to the rivers, maybe taking a bath. I feel like you need to have water around you, help to keep you flowing so that none of the energies get stagnant. Okay? Okay, so let's see what we've got going on. Again, it's a new moon. It is in Virgo, so a time to give rather than take. A new start is coming, and that's always with a new moon. New moons start new seasons, okay? Lot of lunar calendar energy. Lunar calendars brings that new month about. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on. Again, kind of get your mind in that good space. It just feels like this, like it's so much is pushing. It's like the dams are breaking, and you need to just, like I said, breathe, try to stay relaxed, rest, take care of your energies. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, oh, now we have decision energy. So, oops, and we also just lost focus for whatever reason. Let's go in here. All right, there we go. Lost focus. Must have jarred my cameras. All right, let's go on. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what else do you want to say for our Scorpios here? What do we want for Scorpios? There's just, again, I just feel like a lot of pushing those energies forward. Like a dam holds water back. Okay, so we have decision. This is the one that popped out. Now, 15. 15 is a 555. Change, change, change. Archangel Jophiel, a lot of creativity with Jophiel, but not only with your hands or your words, or with just your whole being, but a lot of this can also be in your creativity on how you approach a problem. So decision, 15, change, change, change. Things are happening, things are transitioning, things are changing. It's not quite the way you thought it was going to turn out, but it's not a bad outcome either. However, the decision the decision card also correlates with the Devil card. And the Devil card is facing fears. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to stay where you're at and maybe where it feels comfortable? Or do you want to, release the yoke and move forward into maybe some place that's a little bit on the scarier side? I love this, I do love this, how these birds are all flying away. They've left the cage. But then there's this one bird that that's choosing to be caged rather than choosing to be free, choosing to, depend on himself or depend on nature or depend on the others around him. So he's making that decision. He's making a choice with this. So it's about choices, decisions. What is he going to do? They still have left the cage open, but will they close that cage and the decision will no longer be available? Not quite sure. It is facing fears. And do you choose freedom over staying in the cage? Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So again, I get that, like relax, meditate, the Four of Sword energy. Maybe it's time, maybe you need a little bit of a break, maybe you need a little bit of something to clear your mind a little bit more so that you can think more objectively as opposed to emotionally. Let's see what we've got going on here. Reversed. the Ace of Michael, so new beginning, new start. Ace, that's what a 1's all about. Michael is our air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Libra, now remember that South Node transition from yours to Libra, and Libra is trying to make sense of everything that has gone through, okay? Kind of like coming to some balance, making sense. But Michael energy, air energy, is making some plans, hearing some news. So you could be hearing news of a new adventure, of a new opportunity. But this is more of a thought process. It's not always an easy process. It could also be a very challenging process. And again, it goes back to the decision. Do you stay, do you stay where you're at? Do you move forward? Again, I keep getting that 4 of Michael where it's like rest. The answers will come. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So there's something with communication going on here. And, again, too, there's this whole emotion, this new moon, any moon phase does bring the ebbs and tides, the ups and downs with emotional energy, especially for water signs. So it's not always easy to stay objective, okay? So clear up communication problems. But if you're going to be very emotional during that time, then you're not going to be heard. Next card. The Knight of Raphael. Okay, I love the Knight of Raphael because there is a new journey ahead for you. And again, I know I always feel journeys or movement for my Scorpios too. So the Knight has underlying energy of fire. Remember, Venus is direct in Leo right now. Just transition is now direct, getting down to business, but also to Venus does have gentle relationship energy. But fire is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, passionate, burning, very determined. And Aries is in that North Node, pushing forward. Raphael is your sign, Pisces, and Cancer, fluid, emotional energy. So you've got this passionate energy, but you've got this spiritual and emotional energy. It's like pushing you to this new direction, this new way. Now, the only thing about the Knight of Raphael, you want to really make sure that you're being a little bit more objective and you're not just riding on the emotions, okay? But the Knight, once it makes its direction, it's almost impossible to pull back or change direction. So really be very, very clear on what it is and where it is you want to go. So Knight of Raphael is romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. Sometimes this, like I said, this is an emotional, like throwing your heart out there, and it could be very, with relationships, it could be that job, it could be intimate, it could be family energy too. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So whatever this decision is, whatever you decide, when you're in, okay? And it's like there's no going back. There's no going back. There's always a way to go back, or there's a way to maybe hold back a little bit and not go so forward. But the thing that I'm getting with the energies for this week is that when you're committed, it's like your commitment is your commitment, okay? Let's see what else we might have going on. So you want to really make sure that what you're committing to is what you really, really want. Okay, let's see what we have. And again, this is, do I stay or do I go? Do you stay or do you go? Let's see what we have. And higher power, Holy Spirit, what else would you say to our Scorpios? Successful completion, whatever the decision is, it sounds very, very positive for you. So we have a 1-5-1-2-1. So a 2, crossroads, choices, decisions, partnering. 1 is a new beginning. This is the World card. This is saying you do and you go where you need to go. You make the right decision. So successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So after the world, what happens? You rest a little bit, you enjoy where you're at, and then you start over again. Here we go. Let's see what we've got now. So it's a really very emotional time, and sometimes we can be afraid of success. There could be fear of success. Again, do you stay? Do you go? It's a big, big decision. It does look like if you go for it, it's going to have a good outcome. But your choices, always your choices. Here we go. Let's see what we've got here for our Scorpios. Angels of Abundance. What else would you like to say to our Scorpios? Here we are. Successful funding. And then out of the blue, we get successful funding. Okay. So what does this mean? Well, this is one of those times, if God brings you to it, he brings you through it, or she brings you through it. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job and just jump in, but there is some setup here. There is some setup, but it looks really positive, whatever this is. All right, let's go on. Somebody getting a new house. I know that housing markets goes ups and downs and stuff like that, but maybe a new house, a new piece of property. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Let's see. Crystal or energy for our Scorpios. Crystal or energy for our Scorpios. What do we have for our Scorpios here? Here we go. Reversed. Amber. Amber's great. It's all about home protection, harmony, calm. It does attract love. All right, so we know about a time to give rather than take. A new start is coming. What else? Moonology cards, what else would you like to say? What else do Scorpios, what would be helpful for Scorpios just to know? Okay, that card dropped out of the deck. Reversed. Well, I told you this. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. And that Pisces moon, that full moon, was a supermoon. Emotions are running high. All right. So let's see. Does that make sense to you, my Scorpios? I'm sorry. Like I said, that was a Pisces full moon that was a supermoon. Anyway. End of August. Anyway, my Scorpios, let me know. Did it make sense? Hit, miss? Do me that favor. Do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. You help me by doing that. You help the channel. I'm on Rumble, so if you're watching me on Rumble, then Rumble me too. Also, my Scorpios, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.